What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Hobby Goblin's Cave Reps right here at Counterspell Games in Jacksonville, Florida. We got some Space Wolves tonight taking on some demons.
Corn dogs.
Corn dogs. It's a dog fight. You know, I really should have thought about that for the assets.
Yeah, honestly, we gave you the ammunition for
We're
the
going to
chat.
work with it.
We did.
I think I read all of the chat that you guys put up.
Yes.
You should.
It takes 5 minutes to find the list submitted.
Exhibit A.
You know? But here we go. Definitely going to be a good time tonight. Dan's running, you know, just Champions Russ. It's what Dan does. Lots of characters.
I'm getting my games with my Thunderwolves while I can.
You got to. You got to. You got to. And then, Rob, you've got something pretty interesting here. Kind of the mix between Chaos Space Marines and Chaos Demons.
Yeah, Shadow Legion deck, first on the channel.
Hell yeah. You got it. You got it. Why don't we have a look at these lists?
Oh yeah, starting with Space Wolves, got that dog in me. Rob's got that
You're about
glizzy.
to.
Yeah.
I got
Glizzy kid.
I brought a Hero Hammer list, so
Jesus.
let's just go down the list. Here we go. I got Arjak and Logan leading a 5-pack of Wolfguard Terminators, all with Hammer and Shield. I have Bjorn the Fell-Handed and Murderfang in reserves. I have a Cyberwolf, first in 10th edition, maybe the last in 10th edition as well. He's going to be leading 5 Fenrisian Wolves, and then I also have another 5-pack of Fenrisian Wolves running around. I have a Herald Deathwolf. Usually don't bring him, but wanted to show him out because he might be going away too. Along with a Wolfguard Battle Leader on Thunderwolf, leading 6 Thunderwolf Cavalry. Then I have a Judiciar packed up inside one of my Impulsors, leading 6 Blade Guard Veterans. I have Ragnar and the Lieutenant with Pelt of the Beowulf inside the other Impulsor, leading 5 Assault Intercessors. Then I think that is it. Let me scroll through the list real quick. Oh wait, I have one more unit of Fenrisian Wolves running around the table. And last but not least, of course, my 5-pack of Infiltrators to hold my backfield and cover some deep strikes.
That is a mouthful.
Oh, yeah. Ugh. Big demon energy. I've got
Big
some.
glizzy energy.
Yes. All right, so burning through this fairly quickly, we brought Bellacore because this is Bellacore's detachment. You don't take it without him, and he's actually good now for the first time this entire edition, which is pretty insane. I've got a Bloodthirster with the Uppy Downy upgrade. I've got burning along next to the characters. I've got 2 Chaos Lords that are going to be running with their Legionnaires because I feel like Legionnaires are actually very good with the current setup that they have. One of them has Scout, and the other one has the -1 OC because I can take them down to 0 OC, which is actually pretty good. I've got 3 units of Corn Dogs because we were having that dog fight. Got a unit of Pinks. I've got a Beast of Nurgle. I've got a unit of Havocs with the Las Cannons because we're trying to throw some heat out, and the Chain Cannons, I just don't want to deal with that many dice right now. I've got a unit of Blood Crushers to make the use of the Lance and AP stratagem as soon as I get away from Bjorn, and that should round out my list pretty quickly.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. Definitely some interesting looking lists for sure. What is our mission tonight, Luke?
Crucible of Battle, purge the foe so we score more points if we're killing more and holding more. And then Rapid Escalation allows battle line units to be pulled out into reserves after the battle starts, but I don't think any of us are doing that this game. So
Oh, no, dude.
we could ignore that one. Ignore that
ignore
little
it.
mission roll. That little guy?
Perfect. Well, that's our mission setup. These are our armies. Yeah. For sure. Just, of course, want to thank all of you guys for tuning in, checking out the stream with us, either while we're live here this evening or after the fact. Absolutely appreciate you just clicking that thumbnail and coming and hanging out with us. If you want to support the channel even further, make sure you've subscribed if you haven't already. Share these videos with your friends that might also make poor life decisions like Chaos Demons. And, you know, of course, adding comments to our videos on demand. All great ways to really help us appease the almighty algorithm. Speaking of thanks, of course, big shout out to the Gob Squad. That's our membership community right here on my nipple. It is always so good to have that support from you guys at home as well. The generosity you guys have shown us is absolutely incredible, and we absolutely appreciate it. If you're not yet a member, 2 things to consider. Of course, check your settings. Make sure that you can receive a gifted membership if they roll across. They do happen fairly frequently around here, thanks to the floor dice. And, you know, also consider checking it out. Joining us as a member. Tune in for our deployment streams where we, you know, cut up a little bit, talk a little bit of extra adult-oriented trash, and of course our content planning meetings, like the one we're going to have tomorrow night, where we get to plan our schedule, and Gob Squad kind of gets to help pick the matchups. So, absolutely appreciate all of that support. Let's get into the murder. Which one of you guys wants to go first?
Definitely me. Every time I face an army with infiltrating units right up front to jam me up, I lose the roll-off. So
You're going to get jammed, dude, so hard.
Maybe jamming.
peanut butter and jelly.
All right, whoever rolls highest has to go first.
Hey!
there you
You
go.
shouldn't have said anything.
Continue the trend.
Yeah,
right,
enjoy
good luck,
your
both of
2
you.
turns of Nurgling Hell.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Easy beans.
You got your scout moves.
I do have scout moves, and throw up our CP real quick. I got the 1 scout move, so I'm going to go ahead and move this Legionnaire unit. They can go a little bit further, but we're just going to go move up to the wall and prepare for the counterplay.
I see we've got Cursed Cowboy in here as well. Members only before this and immediately following, right back here with us. Great to see you, Cursed Cowboy. Caleb Hobson, same deal. Great to see you as well. We have Dean P, Blood for the Wolf God. Dean P! Real identity crisis that we're all here for. And, of course, Miss Natalie Hill. How are you, Natalie? Great to see you.
So basically, everyone that wants to see me win. So where are you at? What? Don't
That's
do
a dog.
that. Stop.
See?
Stop.
It's a wolf.
No, it's not. 1, I can't see it, and 2, I know what you're doing. So no,
It's a
stop.
wolf.
All right. What else? What do you got on this front line here?
Well, right to it. Big shout out to Treachery, gifting 5 Hobby Goblins memberships. Thank you so much for that support. Welcome to the new folks joining the Gob Squad. Let us know what you'd like to do with those floor dice.
Shout out. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Such a generous community. Always appreciate y'all. This isn't scout moves, right?
No,
You're
we're
ready?
in it now. Yeah.
Did you draw your secondaries?
Nope.
Ave Maria, pues.
Where are the cards? Oh, they're over here. You know, we had talked so early about the go and fix, and I was just like, yeah, I don't need to draw secondaries, and then I didn't go fix, so my brain completely shot off for that one.
And I didn't.
I would
mention
still
it, but I am
100%
starting
move those Nurglings up. Though.
Saga of the Bear.
Feel my pain?
Yes,
Trash. Cut me.
I will. That's Murderfang's job.
Okay. Is he on the table? Oh, no, he's off the table. Yeah, so he's dead. Assassinate. Why would I pull that first turn? And behind enemy lines. Well, shoot, dang. Maybe I will be charging. Who knows? All right, this one I can. I'm going to go ahead and cycle this one back in here. I'm going to do this and shuffle the deck afterward. Overwhelming Force. Also bad, but you know what?
CP.
Sure.
I
Put
hate
both of
drawing
those
that
in the
one first.
corners. Great things for me later. Just got a bunch of dogs. Yeah, I might use the Nurglings to take out your screening unit, but because I could get rowdy. I'm gonna roll an advance for the Bloodthirster here in a second, just to see. If I roll a 6, I might get froggy. You know, let's do that frog thing. Back of his base would be against the wall, so we're just gonna go up here.
Overwatching them.
Go for it.
You set them down first. I set Bjorn up so that he can see them. So as soon as you move him, he's hitting them with double flamer.
What does it mean?
What does it mean? I mean, if I roll low, which is likely,
no, go
we'll
for
see
it.
what
Just
happens.
send it.
Here's a heavy flamer. 4 shots. Strength 5. Toughness 3. Right?
Yes.
3s. That is 4. AP doesn't matter. All game.
Yay, cool, you call A base.
A base. And then here's the Hellfrost Cannon. D6 shots, 1 shot, strength 6, needed, not that, that's it.
Oh, you would have needed a 3 anyway because of the -1 to wound.
Is that an aura or just?
It's just the selecting a Nurgle unit. It's their thing. All right, so we're gonna roll his advance just to see. If I roll a 6, we're gonna kill some dogs. Ah, so close. I synced it. Does 15 get me anywhere spicy? 15 gets me here, which is a banger of a charge. Maybe 9 inches into them. Man, that would be hilarious, but I think we're going to use the Nurglings to clear them out and just get stuck in. All right, so I've got a bunch of range here. I will move this small tree here. Let's go here. Okay. Just want to theory craft a little roller here real quick. No, it's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and advance the pinks out now for 4.
What's going on, Wolf Den Miniatures? How are you? Great to see a wolf pack representing. Rob, you asked where the wolf pack was? Well, they're showing up now, aren't they?
Late as usual.
Daniel Parrott, how are you, my friend? Another wolf player. Hopefully you decided on that Storm Wolf.
If they could read, they'd be upset.
Still one of the best memes.
You know, that meme, it unfortunately is so true a lot of times, because every rule interaction, maybe it's the same for every Facebook group. It's like everyone interprets it in the most silly way, the way they want to interpret it, you know? It's like, just read the rule, man. Read it.
Just read it.
Yep, that's something. Thanks, Rob.
You want me to advance for these dogs? What do we get?
1.
All right, I'm going to come over there and roll an advance for these dogs.
You asked for it.
So CP reroll, got it.
And these are the ones that have the full wall. These 2 terrains specifically, since we don't have that piece.
Okay.
You guys will just step up here, start acting for screening.
Big shout out, Cursed Cowboy, as well. $10 super chat. Whoa. This is going to be the greatest game. Landmine. Never mind.
I'll read it. I got chat right here.
got
Landmine.
chat
No.
right
What does it say?
What does it mean?
Appreciate the support. Landmines really do make the game just a bit more interesting for us here in the studio as well.
Is it first one to say?
Say it.
What's something that one of us would say?
Most of
whisper
your
it.
stuff just has to be members only, Rob.
Yeah, I agree with this.
Not even mad.
I bet first to fail a charge is there, because that's an easy one for me.
Well, that's just a landmine for you.
You know what's
That's what
actually happening right
says.
now is you guys are actually inadvertently creating a future landmine, which is first person to guess what what landmine is out there.
Yeah, create new ones. All right, I like this. He's working on the ghost kill.
Boo. He did it to be spiteful.
I'm okay with that. I'm sure John's okay with that too.
Don't throw your keyboard at me.
Ah, magnets.
Those things have mortals on the charge, right?
Yes. D3 per model. Move Legionnaires up to here. It's chain swords, a power fist, and then the Lord has the hammer. And we'll go ahead and make sure we are within 6 of Be'lakor for the aura. And we are using the
good, yeah.
Lone Op aura. And it should be covering pretty much everything here in the middle. Actually,
Miss Natalie Hill dropping her landmines on the field too. Big $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Miss Natalie.
Thank you, Natalie.
love me a good nat mine. Wow, I realized that I've completely left my double mids on. Damn it.
You know,
All right, well, whatever.
pedal to the metal here.
Send it. Corn dogs, baby.
I got nothing to worry about in Deep Striker Reserve.
Oh. You've got nothing to worry about? I've got a table of stuff for you to worry about. I think that'll be that for the movement phase. I'm going to pull up some shooting profile and see where we want to start, because I've got to be very specific about what I'm shooting and what I'm charging.
Well, while you consider that, let's just take a moment to celebrate baby's first landmine on stream tonight, Rob. Here we go. First person to look up a something on their data sheet. How dare you not know it all by heart?
I'm sorry that I like to be efficient.
If I was playing, I would have already looked at something on the data sheet for an orc boy.
How far do they move?
First movement. Let me look this up.
Yeah, I don't like to do things without this. That way, in case anything happens, it'd be like, yeah, didn't you realize Bellacor's data sheet changed? Because it did.
Didn't you realize that gun didn't ignore cover? Eric.
Ooh! Another big
Got 'em.
shout out again, Wolf Den's Miniatures, $10 super chat. Wolf Den asks, who's excited for the new Great Wolf and his pack? Let me hear an awoo.
That is not my burner account, by the way. I don't know who Space Wolf Den Miniatures is.
Oh.
Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Next person to howl.
Do it. Collusion.
Well played, Wolf Den. Well played. That was one of the landmines. Say
5
awoo.
inches. Time over the base.
Now that does give you 2 floor dice to dole out, either buried behind a landmine or directly to your favorite Space Wolf player.
How far do they-
Entirely up to you, Wolf Den.
Yeah, so 5 makes sense. Figured they were 9 away.
Oh, they do move 5. Sorry, I was thinking.
So we'll just know you need the 4. You don't have
yeah,
to.
4. Cool,
bump
cool,
them
cool,
up.
cool.
And you want 4 here and
Yeah,
here?
it's because they're all on the line.
You got it.
So as far as the shooting goes, Be'lakor is out of range. He's got 18 inches on the penumbral pendulum, or whatever they call it. It's still really good, though. Still a really good gun. That being said, I think we're just going to do some charges. So I've got one thing we didn't talk about in the list breakdown because I wasn't looking at them, was I've got 2 units in Nurglings, the 1 unit of 3 that started up here, and then a unit of 9. That is going to be my Great Wall of Flesh. Mostly because the -1 to wound will actually come to play here very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're just going to do a couple charges. I'm going to go multi-charge these guys and that guy, and then assuming I have anything live, then we'll send it, you know?
Do it.
Send it. All right, so on a 4.
Double ones.
I paint it. All right, squeeze past you. All right, so we know this would have been closer, so we're just going to go there.
It looks like he's moving more than 5, but that's because we already pre-measured. He was supposed to have an extra bit of movement here when he moved first. So just skipping that step, and we knew he needed the 4. So. He was 9 inches away with the infiltrate, moves 5 inches, he needs the 4. No big deal. Simple math there to
And that's
make it
mathematics.
simple.
Let's go the 2-man pack.
I'm going to heroic that for the free CP with my captain.
Is it free, Dan?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is free right now. Charging.
Failed.
That's a 4. It wasn't a great charge, but actually I'll move this guy first so I could base here. And this guy could go here. Probably that.
Yeah, you're basically going to slide over. All right, and then this charge will be another, maybe say another 4, because they moved the same amount.
+1 because of the...
Well, that's the 5 plus 1. All right, well, I got a 6. These guys are woefully right on the line of being exactly what they're supposed to be as far as I would have liked to get a little bit farther that way for behind enemy lines, but we pitched that one anyway. So, okay. I'm going to get to murder. Let's go ahead and scratch some dogs. All right, so we've got the 3 that have to go into this, and then the remainder. So that's 4. So I'm going to have 5 that are going to go into these guys.
Yep.
Because the rest are going to be tagged up.
You have 2 that have to go into this unit.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 will go into the dogs.
5. Yeah, 4. You're right.
Because it's a unit of 9. So, all right, 1, 2, 3.
This is into the
4.
Fen-Raising Wolves first.
Yep. All right, hitting on 5s, but with lethal hits. Ooh, baby.
2 lethals.
All right,
T4. Do you reduce my toughness? Okay.
that's the death throw thing. All right, 6s. All right, so you just got the lethals.
Any armor or AP?
No.
So I need 6s. And 6s, feel no pain. Oh,
Yeah, we killed the dog. All right, and then the 2 into the Thunderwolf. Prepare to lose a Thunderwolf.
how dare you?
That would be fantastic. Lethals and 5s. So just the 2. Nothing. And then the 3 there. I have 5 lethals. And 1 hit. Nothing. That's just the 5 lethals. Take a wound.
Took a wound. Take it. Impulsors have what? 10 wounds, I think? I don't normally use them, so...
It's got to be a
Wait, I can't look it up. I'm just going to go off memory. I don't want to take a landmine.
You've already opened it.
Yeah, 9 wounds. I'm down to 8. Ocho.
Ooh, welcome to the Ocho.
All right. Is that it?
Yeah, let's go ahead.
All right, let's do my Fen-Raising Wolves first. Now this I do have to look up. I don't know if Cyber Wolves attack differently. Each time this model makes an attack that targets an enemy unit that is below half strength. All right, you don't have that, so. Interesting that it has that though. Cyber Wolf has 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. Nice. And strength 4, toughness 3.
You would have been hitting on 5s, but because of the -1 for Nurglings.
I don't know what I rolled there.
So roll it again.
3, 4 pluses.
5s?
Now I got none.
So it would have been 5, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that sucked. And then 2.
They did fix Nurglings to where they includes vehicles and stuff now, because before it was just infantry. So now it's just not Titanic.
2 hits.
It's just a
1. That was the first roll was just a Cyber Wolf. Now
Yeah, I
it's the
gotcha.
Fen-Raising Wolves.
Okay.
So 1 at AP, no AP.
blocked it.
Nice.
Battle for Alzheimer's. Let's go.
Impulsor on 5s, nothing. And then the Thunder Wolves here. Let's pile in.
And on my base and on your base, yeah, Dan. Big
Well,
bully. Big bully.
Yeah, that is happening.
Just because you want your wolf drill to survive.
That one's not swinging, but I do have 1, 2, 3, 4 swinging. No, oh, I do have my character here, so he's swinging. But let's do my 3 heirloom weapons, and I do count as having charged because I heroically intervened. So these are hitting on 4s, because -1. Lethals from the lieutenant.
We've got Cursed Cowboy back at it with another $10, another landmine on the field. This one
-1.
is one of our favorite CC special.
They are strength 5, so they would be 3s.
Yeah, so you're winning me on 4s. Because I'm T3. That -1 to wound is pretty stout.
Brutal, yeah.
Pretty stout.
That's 3.
All right, 3 6-ups. Use the 1. Okay, so
2 damage each.
So kills a base.
And then
Pull from the side.
1, 2, 3. These are the teeth and claws hitting on 5. Cool.
Okay.
These 5 are lethals. And need not that. So 5 more. These are 2 damage each.
6s. Nope, kills 2.5 bases. Let me squeeze past you here. 1, 2. Actually, we'll leave him. Tag, and we'll pull that one. Now
You
I'll
have to
select as the
remember,
character.
teeth and claws, because of Herald Deathwolf, when I charge, become dev wounds. I don't think that mattered there, because those were all lethals, but
Yeah, he didn't roll any wounds.
no. So here is my character. Wolfguard Battle Leader on Thunderwolf, 4 attacks. Oof.
Okay.
Those are lethals. And strength is 8, so
3s.
yes. So 3 more.
6s. Nope, kills 2 bases. Because of the base that was wounded.
That's 3 damage each. I don't know if that matters there. It
Does
doesn't.
not.
And then his teeth and claws on 5s, nothing.
All right, I lost 5 bases, but I have successfully gunked up your line.
You did.
Yeah, people talked about the -1 to wound on Nurgle. Would be like, they're talking about Guos or base of Nurgle, and I was like, Nurglings, dude. They're T3, so most things are winning them on 3s on average.
Well, this 9-pack isn't going to last.
No, but
So
it's the whole
enjoy
point.
that.
Like, I spent 70 points, and you bounced effectively. Like, I knew you were going to interrupt, but I was like, I'm there now.
Yeah.
So that gives me another turn to breathe and to develop the board. And for 70 points, like, I would do that every time.
Yeah,
That's,
no,
that's a
solid.
great trade.
Oh, I do have those over there. Did you swing with those?
I did not swing with those yet, because we just kind of skipped the order there.
Jumped ahead.
Whee! 4 hits.
You're only rolling with 2?
Yes. 1 wound.
Need a 6. Need a 6.
Boom! Doggy down!
Take 1 out.
Get John Wicked. More like John Whip, dude. What's up?
Oh, so you just killed 1, so that's 4
On 5s.
on 5s.
There you go.
Strength 4, so I need 4s? 3.
4s. Yep. 6s. 1 is down to 1 wound. All right. Gucci.
That's your turn.
That is my turn. I'm going to be. I'm going to turn in Overwhelming Force because it's going to be hard for you to develop intentionally this coming turn anyway. And I might hold on to Assassinate to force you to stay back to give you kind of like that fear factor of if you dedicate characters, I'm more obligated to kill them now anyway. So I'm going to pitch 1 for the extra CP and hold on to Assassinate. So I'm going up to 3 CP.
I'm at 1. And let's draw some secondaries. I did shuffle these if you want to cut.
There you go. I actually need to reshuffle mine too because I think earlier.
Cool. And then, yep, I got nothing
And as
else
far as
to
First
do.
to Foe goes, I did not kill anything.
Behind enemy lines and secure no man's land. I
You
can
want-
redraw that one.
Yes.
Redrawing it. Into Bring It Down.
Can you fall back and charge?
Only way is if I spend a CP now on these Thunderwolves to give them Saga of the Warriorborn, and then spend this. Oh, I can't do that actually because I already spent his free CP. So no, I can't do that in this turn. I guess I can throw
That was
Bjorn out
intentional.
there.
You gonna throw Ragnar into a Bloodthirster, dude?
I said Bjorn.
Oh.
But
You're
no.
gonna give me Bjorn, dude?
No.
Please?
Yeah, let's. We're gonna have to do some falling back.
You are
Some
gonna have to do some
positioning,
combat.
unfortunately. Secure no man's land. It's not gonna happen this turn. All right, so falling back. Yeah, keeping assassination is good. I have a bunch of characters, so you.
Yeah, basically every
that
unit
was a
you have
guaranteed one.
outside of that unit of wolves has a character attached to it.
And next turn, unless I like put everything back here, you're gonna catch me. So I'm just gonna not even worry too much about that. So I'm just falling back with these Fenrisian wolves.
Miss Natalie Hill, another $10 super chat. Thank you so much for that, Miss Natalie. That means another landmine in the field.
Thank you. Those are the ones that fell back?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll just tuck Bjorn in over here.
I am genuinely excited to put Be'lakor into combat now that he has dev wounds on his strike. Like, that's massive. And packs.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
If I give you too much room to develop, I'm going to be too back-footed.
Uh-oh. Lost an earning.
So, gubbins.
Gobbins. What kind of gubbins do you need, dude?
Got it.
And is that actually a Judicio?
It is a GDC.
Cool, cool, cool. Saw the hourglass, want to make sure. Holding it like a lantern? What a loser.
It's still an upgrade to the original model, I think.
No, I still don't think it's cool as hell.
I like the Executioner's axe instead of the big blade. It's cooler.
The big blade does look kind of weird.
What's going on, Adam Peterson? How are you?
With the blunted end, I don't like it.
It's a very Final Fantasy blade, is what it is.
I think I gotta do something silly.
Still to this day, one of my favorite animated movies to watch is the Final Fantasy Advent Children. That movie slaps.
Advent
It was
Children?
so confusing if you didn't understand the context of it, but
That's not. Which one's Advent Children?
Sephiroth.
Because I remember his Spirits Within.
that's a great one too. I think we've talked about that on stream before. But
You know,
Advent
like-
Children was the one, so it's post.
That one was a good cast.
It's
too.
post Final Fantasy VII lore-wise. Like Cloud had already given up being a soldier, and the world got sick from Genova's blood or whatever, and Sephiroth got split into three dude bros. Nice. I don't know. I don't. The story was kind of convoluted, but basically is Genova's blood bad, Sephiroth split personalities bad. They combined, and then the fight scene afterward is sick.
Yeah, you were just a boy when that came out, Rob. Just a wee lad.
When did it come out?
Dude, that came out like late 90s, early 2000s.
The animation was really advanced for the time. If it was early 2000s, it's got to be.
There's a 6.
It can't be earlier than 2005.
Yeah, I'm going to have to Google it.
It can't be earlier than 2005.
That's 12. And then 6.
You advanced that one?
Yeah.
Nice.
After I advanced these guys
And
and
you rolled the
I
2.
advanced
Yeah, I
them.
just didn't see what he rolled.
Rolled the 6 on that one, of course.
Nice.
It's 12. That means he can't land here. He's going to have to advance. And he just advanced and charges without care, right? Let me do this a little differently. Stretch it out.
Ooh, stretch it out.
That's my movements. I'm not going to get bring it down this turn. You didn't feed me that. Have some long charges to make. One that I kind of close the gap on a little bit. See how that works out for me. Bjorn just setting up, and most stuff are just hanging out in combat.
Well, Wolf's Den Miniature has decided those floor dice are going to go directly to Rob. We're skipping the minefield entirely.
He can't take his
And
mind off the
just
field.
Awarding getting Rob just one step closer to punishment.
You can't punish me more than I punish myself with my diet.
Yeah, but we can try.
Actually, I'm going to follow these wolves back so I can shoot with Bjorn at something. All right, now starting the shooting phase, just holding onto my CP, let's just shoot with the impulsor into these Nurglings here. Might as well just try to get rid of those. I have -1 to hit, right? Well, I already do, yeah, obviously.
It's
Because I'm in combat.
it's
And it's no...
melee specifically.
Oh, okay. So you don't.
No,
I already
the
get it
pistols are
'cause
going to
we're
ignore that
engaged.
anyway.
What's that? So
Pistols ignore the modifier for shooting into combat.
Gotcha. Here's the Storm Bolters. I have 2 of those, so that's 8 shots on 4s into the Nurglings. I didn't pick an Oaths target. I'm just going to go with that. if you don't mind.
Legionnaires?
Yeah. Because this is too long of a charge. I really would have wanted this, but yeah, Legionnaires. So yeah, hitting on 4s. And then wounding on 4s because higher toughness? Or is that only melee?
Oh, it's always.
Always. 4s. 2. No AP.
6s. Neither. This one did not have a wounded body left.
No, yeah, I was doing just 2 damage. I think that's it. Oh wait, heavy stubber. On 4s. Nice. And then this one's strength 4, so I need 4s here. Just 1 more. So I'm not killing the body. Bjorn into those Nurglings there in cover. Heavy Flamer first. 4 shots. Strength 5, so I'm looking for 4s. 2.
6s. Kills that body, does 1 more.
And then here's the Hellfrost Cannon. 3 shots, strength 6, need 4s, right?
Needs 3s because we would have been on
3s, yep. So 2.
Hey Rob, how
Those
old
are
were
2
you
damage each, so
in
that kills
2005?
I think I was 17, 16.
I got to do math, hold on. 13? 14?
Big shout out to Steven Strait, $20 super chat adventure was released 2005. If Rob was older than 15, dice go to Dan. Otherwise, dice go to that 13-year-old little punk who was watching anime when he
So it
probably
does
should
go
be
to him.
studying for school.
I don't care. It was still a good movie. And I did say there's no way it could have come out before 2005.
No, you nailed it. I'll give you that.
This is staying. Oh, no.
Oh, and let's not forget Curse Cowboy. Yeah, with the Curse Cowboy special. Sustained. That's going to go ahead and lock that in for Rob as well.
You know what? I
Just wait
can't
until White Chocolate
shoot.
gets here. You're getting 30 dice.
They didn't advance. Oh, never mind. I can't shoot at that. I'll
You
shoot over
message
here.
him and already negotiate
Help!
a Counter-Strike
Just 2
I'm
pistols.
calling in a
into
care
these.
package.
on my location.
Well, that definitely wounds. 2 at AP1.
All right. 5 up
To the
level.
Doges.
These guys do have a 7 up save. So 5s. Takes a damage.
Just 1 damage.
Okay.
And then the Judiciary's gun, I never remember its
you remember?
profile. 1 shot on 3.
1 to 3.
Strength 5. Toughness 4.
Yep.
Alright, so 1 wound. 2 damage.
5 up. Well, kills that one.
Are there 2 wounds apiece? Okay. Alright, let's do some charges. Let's do the one that matters here. And honestly, even if I don't make it, I don't mind. It's gonna give up primary, but if you charge me, I'm not too worried about that. So yeah, I need a 9 here.
So, okay. You still failed, so it's fine.
Yeah. Why? What do you guys
I was
think?
going to say, just keep in mind, if you wanted to consider doing that, because of the whole failing dice thing, I do have the ability to make you -2 anyway for a CP, but we rolled it and we moved past it, so we're good.
All right. So I'm. Which means you'll probably use it over there.
Yeah, we already measured it. It's a 5 on the ground, so it would make it a 7-inch charge. These are not Nurgle, so you would not have to take the Battle Shock, though. Yep, 5 on the ground, so you would need a 7 with the -2 if you do declare them as a charge, which you kind of have to.
Yeah.
So I am going to make them -2.
All right, so I'm saving my CP for that reroll. There's a 7.
Who needs the
reroll?
Nurgle be blessed.
So that's the 5 not based. And I have the Wolftail Talisman on that guy, on my lieutenant over there. Oh, sorry, not the wolf. It's the Pelt of the Beowulf, which is at the start of the fight phase, each enemy unit within engagement range of the bearer must take a battle shock test. We haven't started the fight phase yet, but that's all my charges. Now it's the start of the fight phase. So.
Assuming if there's a chance that the Lord lives because you whiff for whatever reason, I'm going to actually. I am going to pop his once per turn ability. I might actually just heroic with these guys though and pull these in. Because there was no way for you to stay outside of 6 if you wanted to get within range of them. They would not get they would not proc their mortals on a heroic, right? Because they count as having charge, but they don't get charge benefits.
No, you'll get them.
I need to read.
Yeah,
I need to read
the
how
only
that,
charge bonus is the fight first. You don't get that.
Yeah, otherwise it's charged.
But otherwise you get, like, that's why even though I heroicked over here, it counts as giving me a charge for the +1 damage on the wolves.
yeah, so this one says each time I end a charge move, it's not in the charge phase or something like that. So I will spend the 1 CP here to heroic with them, just because you're there anyway. And you had to. So 6, that'll get me there. I'm not going to get a whole bunch in here, but the mortals will help thin this out and make it potential for these guys to survive. So we're basically just going to go slide.
You have to base me, right?
Yeah, it's going to be with this guy. I just couldn't move him without bumping the models. All right, and then we'll do their mortals real quick. So there's 6 there, and it's just as long as I'm in engagement range with you, but not per model. So on a 4+, I do D3. So I've got 2. You take 4. 6 up, feel no pains.
Take them all.
Cool.
Kill
So
2.
2 dude bros. Okay.
All right, let's begin.
Send it.
Ragnar, we'll base them both like this so that the lieutenant can fight. He'll base here. He'll come here. He'll come here. Everything's fighting into the legionary unit.
Okay.
Epic challenge, does that have to start at the top of the fight phase?
It's when selected to fight.
Okay, so I'll do that now with Ragnar.
Rude. You just don't want him to turn around and smack you in the face.
I really don't. And I want to make sure I get my saga off here before they die. So here's 8 attacks. On the charge, I get +2 to attacks and strength. So this is 10 attacks.
I would have used his free CP for that -1 or -2 to charge, so I'm at 2 CP still.
Okay.
I forgot Chaos Swords do that.
And then I'll go for the throat to increase AP here. Not that that's going to matter into the Lord,
Yeah.
but it'll matter with all the chain swords and stuff.
Sure.
All right, so here's 10 attacks, swinging into your Lord, hitting on 2s with full rerolls. That 6 is a lethal and a sustained. I have the sustained because he just has it built into his Frost Fang. Strength 6 goes up to 8, so I need 2s here.
Yep.
Rerolling the 1s because of the Assault Intercessor ability. So that is 5, 10, 11 on your invul.
All right, these are how many damage a pop?
2. You can roll 3
Yep.
first.
So this is all the dice total. So 4s.
Dead.
He's dead. Woo! And then AP what?
AP 3 up to 4. Because it go for the throat.
No, sorry. It was the other noises that were killing me.
So I think this cuts.
Yeah. So we're just going to pick up some Legionnaires. Get out my swamp. Bye-bye. Okay. And I'll let you do your Highlands or Consolidates as required.
What's that?
Or, yeah, Consolidate specifically.
Can my lieutenant fight into them?
You declared him into, you said everybody into the Legionnaires.
I did. You're right. Okay, so let's attack here.
Normally I would have said yeah, but you
No, you're right.
literally said everybody.
I did say it. And let's bring him over here.
Okay.
All right, I got a Saga. Saga of the Warrior Born is off. And it took out some units. Pretty good.
So I'll go here.
I don't think you could fit through there.
I could pivot.
No, the base just doesn't fit
I
through
can pass through my guy. I'm out of vehicle.
Okay, okay.
Pivot, move. And then so this guy's going to be way out. He can't do nothing. I'm going to spend 1 CP for the strat that would normally give me a lance, which I already have with these guys. Well, lance is
you know
normally
what?
only on the horn, but what?
What did you just spend on the Lord?
I
Wait,
forgot
did you
that he had
roll
the
the
free CP.
Did you roll the never mind, it doesn't matter. Go ahead. Go ahead. It literally doesn't matter because they're dead, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah. To answer his question was he had the free CP because he's a lord, and I put it back up. So I have lance on my Hellblades and an extra AP because they're corn. So I've got the multi-damage ones that we're going to do here first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will be hitting you on 3s, no rerolls. 6s do nothing. If these are Legionnaires, that would be something. And this will be on 2s because Lance. Okay, so you've got 6 minus 3, 2 damage a pop.
I'll do 3 at a time. 6s. 2 damage a pop. So here's, hold on, I have 6 total. 3 I just failed. Here's the first one. 1's on 1. He's dead. 2 are dead.
Okay. So do.
And here's one more. He's on 1.
So this is number 5.
Now I have
This-
2 more
Yep.
rolls.
Good.
Good. Good.
Okay. And then I've got the
So that killed 3, right? Or 2?
2. And 1's on 1.
Yes.
And then the Juggernaut's bladed horns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. These are hitting on 4s because extra attacks. Wounding you on 2s, minus 1 damage. Whee! It'll be minus 2 because of the strat, actually. But wounding you on 2s. That was a 1. All right, so 3, 6, 9, minus 2, 1 damage. So you just do the 1 for that one guy first.
You said minus 2, need a 5.
All right, John. What the hell?
Ah!
6 up.
Rerolling it. No, I'm kidding. That's 1 damage?
Just do his 6 up.
Rolls, yeah.
All right, so he's dead.
He's dead now.
Now your characters. Left hand?
AP 2, so Lieutenant first. 2 each, right?
1
Or
damage.
1 each?
1 damage.
1 each, sorry.
You still failed 3 out of 4, so
Yeah, we'll just
take
count
the
them
2.
dead.
You got 2 more left.
Wait, yeah, 2 dead, or 2 down. Failed that one.
1 damage a pop. He's taking 3 damage.
Yeah, he's taken 3. Last one. 6 up. No, now he's dead.
Goodness, actual gracious.
Well, I'm so used to the stuff being 2 damage. That's weird.
That's why I did the other ones first to clear out the dude bros.
My fault. All right.
But that will be
Ragnar
assassinate though. Can pick up Ragnar, which kind of sucks because you converted super high. But that's fine. We did get assassinate. We picked up most of that unit.
Indeed. No. Well, what's your OC on there?
Right now,
More than me, for sure.
blood crystals are 2 a pop to begin with.
Yeah, you got plenty over here. So I did not secure no man's land. I'm gonna hold on to it because I feel like you're gonna need stuff on objectives and stuff. So yeah, let's. No, I'm gonna discard it. No, because I can't generate 2. I'm discarding Bring It Down, and I'll keep secure. So I'm going up to 2 CP at the start of your turn.
All right, so the bottom of 1, we got to do some housekeeping. There is no hold more, or kill more, but there is kill. So we're both going to get 4 points each in primary. And then I got 5 points for assassination.
Yes.
So 5 for assassination. Sorry, we're trying to fix some cameras.
I know, that's why I'm saying it out loud for you.
Yep. We're gonna stay overhead for just a moment. Let that front cam feels like it might be overheating on us. Like,
And what was your
Yeah, I'm
secondary
overheating.
stand?
Sorry?
Your secondaries, what'd you score?
I
0.
didn't score any, but I'm keeping secure no man's land, and I'm discarding Bring It Down. So that means I'm going up to 2 CP at the start of, or at the top of turn 2, and
I-
Rob's at 2.
I will also go to 2. So the points going into this should be, top of 2 should be 9 and 4.
Yep.
Cool. All right, enjoy the hand stream. All right, so going into it, I still maintain the shadows in this area.
Oh, wait.
Oh, you can just pick them up at this point because there's only 3. Actually, you kind of sucked last time, so it's possible. And you didn't charge this turn, so it's actually
Nope.
very possible.
You start.
They survive. Yeah, so let's go ahead. How many, what, 3, 4 bases left? There should be 1 on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, we'll bring them in and base them.
2, thank you. So 4 Nurglings. 1 specifically has to,
Go over here.
yeah, we'll just say that's definitely close enough. All right, this is into the Thunderwolves. 5's looking for 6's. Hoo-hoo, you're going to lose a wolf to a Nurgling. And then on 6's here. And no, you're not. All right, so 3 armor saves, sorry.
Please.
Good. Boo. And then into the Impulsor. 1 so far. 1. I will cut you down bit by bit.
and our front cam might be broken right now, Dan, or cooling off, but that doesn't mean that we're gonna miss any landmines. This one, of course, is for picking a different secondary, drawing a different secondary,
Gadoosh.
discarding it. There you go.
I think he did that turn 1. So.
Yeah, but you came in later. Don't be petty, Dan.
All right, here's the Impulsor. And I don't have my Saga yet. That's at the end of the turn. It goes active. So here's hitting on 5s because of the -1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then also -1, so just 1. No AP. Kills the 1 body.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, there we go. There's players.
We're going to talk at an angle now for the rest of the game.
Yeah, just look at the
So
sky.
it's just 1, 2,
The
3,
sky cam.
4, 5.
Macy's Day Parade, baby.
That's the kiss cam.
It could be both.
This is 4 regular Thunderwolves. And again, -1 to hit.
Yes.
So looking for 4s.
It's a lot better than last time.
No rerolls. These are 6s, which are good. Lethals. And 4s again, because they're strength 5.
So 9.
That is 9. No, 8.
6's. Ooh, 1 damage a pop.
1 damage a pop.
All right, so a base and a half.
Yep. From here or from here?
I'll just take this one.
Gotcha.
Okay, cool.
And then the heirloom weapons, oh sorry, the teeth and claws, 4 of those.
2 thin claws.
Hitting on 5s here. Hate that.
I mean, you're doing pretty good on the 6's.
Not too shabby here.
The 6's are what's keeping you in this
Strength
fight.
is 5. Need 4s, so that is 6.
Well, that's exactly what you need.
All 1 damage.
I need.
And then I have the character left. Actually, yeah, because he was here. Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. He doesn't get to fight.
These are 1 damages? Yeah, those.
Yeah, I literally have
Perfect.
6 wounds left. That's okay.
They did their job. Bloodthirster did not get charged turn 1 by my Black Death, so.
Yeah, we were on the
All right,
lookout.
now bottom of turn 1 is officially over, going into turn 2.
Now, do I want to pick up any units? It's real interesting because I don't get the 6-inch.
Can you be
deep strike.
engaged?
No.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt your thought flow.
Sorry to interrupt
Let
your Black
me
Panther party.
very specifically make sure that I cannot be. I do not believe that I can be.
Most of those strats have that, but you know, there's some janky stuff like Grey Knights.
Only select units that are not in engagement.
Okay, cool.
Cool. That's what I figured, but I just wanted to verify. No, let's go ahead and stay on the table because I can pretty much pick up and put down wherever I need to go from here. You picking up what I'm putting down, Nami? Okay. That's it. So top of 2 now. I go to 2 CP.
Tapatia.
Delicious. All right. So I've got engage on all fronts and call the horde, which is not an option for you because of infantry. Out here. Ooh, extend battle lines. Consider yourself extended. All right, as far as primary goes, I am holding more. So I'm going to get 8 to start.
And you score that
That's
in
just
our primary? It's not the top of or end of the turn? I'd never play Purge the Foe.
because it's hold more. Those
it's
score
the killing score you score at the end
bottom
of the
of the bottom of the battle round, effectively.
Gotcha.
Bellacor's aura will go real ones because you're shooting at this point is going to be in my face or outside my face. Those guys all have storm bolters and shenanigans.
This?
Terminators.
No. Hammers and shields.
Assault terminators.
No guns.
Gotcha.
No, Wolfguard Terminators.
It's the same thing.
Yes, the whole thing. Yes, every time.
Okay.
A pimp named Wolfguard Terminator.
Stop. Okay.
Logan Grimnar with the backhand.
And keep his thunder fist strong.
His backhand has sustained hits, bro. Beware.
I'm trying to figure out how I want to slice this pie. So I need kill. I'm guaranteed mini engage. Havocs could come in and do some damage and then get picked up in the next turn anyway. I need to try and kill a handful of units here because you have some dangerous things coming back. All right, so maintaining the top-down aerial view here. We're going to run with these corn dogs. They move 12 base. In front of his base, we get behind the wall here. So we're just going to go ahead and pop back because I don't need to be on that objective right now because this is Purge the Foe. Actually, let's go there because I think it was a little bit weird. These guys will move out. Okay.
What's that new MOBA game you're playing?
Deadlock?
Deadlock? Okay.
Yeah. It's so I was always a big proponent for playing Smite, and I could never get into League because League's one of those games where you're either in at the beginning or you're never in at all.
I played a lot of League in college.
Yeah.
It was a life drainer for sure.
Yeah, I couldn't. We'll move Bellacore. Yeah. Actually, that might be too dangerous. We'll move him here. But yeah, no, I've actually been playing a fairly unhealthy amount of it whenever I can. Take the pivot, move short. move 6 with these guys. We'll stay in combat there because the Bowthirster is just going to kick his face in and then dip out. Because I can do that. Reserves wise, these guys will show up just to put some las cannons downrange. Like these are the dead ones. These are not my las cannons. Top down stream game. All right, Havocs yonder, as safe as they could possibly be. And then you have street. So I'm just going to drop my dogs in and do some deep strike denial back here. Yeah. So we've got this area covered for a full Terminator unit. I guess 10. Oh, get off my arm. Hey, give me my money. All right. All right. Denial. Denial.
So did we not score our home objective in this one?
It's just hold for 4 points or hold more total. So if I hold 5 objectives, it's hold more. If I hold 2 objectives and you hold 1, it's hold more.
What if we hold the same? Just hold?
It's just hold.
Okay.
Then it's just 4. This is actually one of my favorites because this mission is how 8th edition was scored. It was hold more, kill more. Kingslayer, First Blood,
With some like,
Mark for Death. There was
with some hot fixes too, because like not being able to get kill more turn 1 is nice.
yeah.
Because there's like you've always faced that army that has that aggressive turn 1 charge, and you can't really do anything about that.
Or it was Eldar planes that could zip over you and just hemlocks, dropping smites and bombs and everything.
Or
And you're
indirect
like,
spam, yes.
Thunder,
A lot of gross
Thunderfire
things.
cannons. He was crazy.
I don't know anything about that.
Okay, so let's get into the shooting phase. Do you need to do anything?
Yeah, let's rapid ingress. So the reason I was asking about that was because rapid ingressing some Terminators here does nothing for me then.
No.
Score-wise. So
Because
I'm gonna
you are not going to hold more in your turn.
Right, so I'm going to have to bring them in somewhere where it matters a little bit more. So let's bring them in back here, exactly 9 inches away from Be'lakor.
We're upside down. Flip it.
I'll stop.
Still working on camera stuff. Chat. Stick with me. Stick me. Are you done yet?
Nope.
All right. But it
No,
does
yeah.
not change what I'm going to do, so I'm going to get my data sheets ready. So let's go ahead and roll over to the Havocs real quick. All right, Havocs got the 4 las cannons. I'm just going to go sustain on them.
Dark packs?
Yep.
Okay, I'm just reminding you.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. I was
Gotcha.
literally said we're going to go sustain. All right, so they're dark pack on a 6.
Love that.
Let's take D3. For 3, we're going to kill the sergeant. Whee! I'm going to do 1 to another bro. That's what the sergeant's for. All right, so then
Literally.
hitting you on 3s, looking for 6s. So 2 sustain. Worth that. And then on 3s again.
Yep.
4. AP3.
On my 5-up. Yeah, right?
Yeah, regardless. it's gonna be
Either
four.
way. Ugh. Let's see
4
that
D6
quadruple 1.
It would still be bad. He's dead.
Yeah, I'm not even going to roll the Feel No Pains
You
because that
explode?
was like 16. I would need way too many. I don't explode.
Okay. We gotta kill. As far as keeping track of kills, I'm
Oh,
gonna
here,
go-
I'll keep them separate over here.
I've got
So
a red
this-
dice we'll do for like phase turns. So I'll do this one, you do this green dice. We'll keep track. So I got 1 kill. All right, so that's that. Be'lakor, we're gonna go ahead and, if I shoot your Terminators, do you get anything for it? Any reactions?
No, but the weaker they are, the harder they hit because of Arjak. If
Is
he's
that
if he's below, if
Starting strength and then below
Yeah.
half strength, their whole tier
it's
thing?
+1 or +1 to hit and then +1 to wound if I'm below half.
Gotcha. All right. All right, so we're going to go ahead and use the pings to attack these guys. Excuse me. So
They have flamers?
no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hitting you on 3s. Your T4. All right, so what are you on 4s? Rerolling 1s to hits because of Bellacore. Nice. And then what are you on 4s? No rerolls here. All right, so you've got 6
AP?
-1.
-1 will cut.
You definitely have one dude on terrain.
Do have some cover. I think the Cyberwolf has a... Nope. No better save there. He does have a 6-up invuln.
So
Oh, there are 2 uncovered?
yeah, because I can't see every single part.
6s.
2 dead.
And then 6 of Final Pains, they're dead. And then
So-
these will cut.
Yeah, so that's 2 more.
So 1, 2.
And then 2 on the Cyberwolf.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
They're dead.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the Cyberwolf has 2 wounds. So he's down to 1.
And if you want to paint on that one, because you said he has an info, right?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I was counting it as cutting, but yeah.
No, you're
down
good.
to 1.
You're good. I got you.
Yep.
Good
All
job.
right, I guess that filled up him. No, yeah,
Yeah, you're good. Either way. So those guys are dead. All right, so that's 2
That
units.
does count as another unit, yes.
Okay. The Bloodthirster is going to use his flamer on him. Don't pick him up right off the bat because it's not great. So D6 for 2 on 3s. 1 -1.
What's this shooting at?
Bloodthirster. Flamer.
At him?
Yes.
1 damage, I'm assuming?
Yep. Now he's dead.
Explodes on a 2. No.
What? Drops a virus bomb. Okay. So that's that. So that's 3 units. I think we're gonna go ahead and punch Bro, and then the Bloodthirster will just come off the table after that. All right, so we're gonna take the charge there. Hey, we barely made it. I'm rolling like Dan over here. Boom. Sit on your base. All right.
He's going to make all his saves and you're not going anywhere.
I would be so mad. So mad. Because I'm terrified all of a sudden, we're going to go for the sweep. Don't start with me, Dan.
Was that 14 attacks or something crazy?
Yes.
I said 14 in an exaggerating way, too.
No. But it's not. And then at the end of the 5 phase, I'm going to do mortals anyway, so. Okay, so 14 attacks here. Hitting you on 2s, rerolling nothing because I'm out of auras anyway. Hitting you on 2s, winning you on 2s, it'll be your invuln 2 damage pop. All right, 3, 6, 9, 10 invulns, 2 damage a pop.
All 4s, baby. Here we go.
That was almost.
Not bad.
Still 6. How many does he have? 5?
6 wounds.
Oh, wow.
So I just need 1 Feel No Pain.
And then I have my mortals, so hopefully that kills him.
I'm going to spend a CP to reroll 1. So I'm at 6 right now. Nope, 6.
Thanks for the CP, nerd. It is exactly as you have it now.
Okay, so 6 Feel No Pains. He's
That would have been hot.
God,
That would have been
sucks.
so hot.
Oh wait, what am I
What are
doing?
you doing? What are you doing?
That was my dream.
Nice dream, dude.
That's okay. You got me a Saga.
Saga of the Majesty?
Warrior Born.
Or that's the
Sustained.
Sustain? Yeah. I was gonna say Susploding, but yeah, same thing. Okay, so that would take us to the bottom of the fight phase. And this is where the Bloodthirster will just leave the table.
And you can do that on demons? Is anything in your army?
Yeah, it's his enhancement specifically.
Oh, it's enhancement.
Yeah, so I have the strat that lets me do it to a demon and a heretic Astartes, and I have his ability, which is you just pick him up.
Love that.
All right,
As long
got
as
the
he's killed
camera
something.
back going. Have it up live here in just a moment.
Yeah, get fitted. So he's going to come off the table because those Terminators will hurt his feelings. Bad. Oh, you know what? I screwed myself by moving them. I'm not in the stable quarter. Oops. But I do have engage.
You could put them here if you want. I think your plan was to have something over here
Yeah.
for that.
I mean, I was supposed to have 3/4, and then I got it.
You can change it. It's no
Yeah, we'll
big
just
deal.
go. We'll put them right here on the line, so they're still in danger range.
Yeah,
of
plenty of
everything
move.
else.
It's not really affecting what I'm doing here, so you could.
Okay, so I'm going to get baby engage for 2, and then extend will be 5. The bloodthirster came off the table after smacking your dude bro in the face, barely. And we've killed 4 units.
All right, I go up to 2 CP.
I'm at 3.
And I still have secure no man's land, so I'm going to draw engage on all fronts here. Not a good one. Do I want to redraw? I don't think so. So I think we're just hanging out, unfortunately. In my command phase, let me do some measurements here.
You won't.
I'm going to spend a CP. Wait, I don't have to do that now. I have Saga the Warriorborn. Yeah, I think we're just hanging out.
Okay, who are you oathing?
I think I got an Oath Bellacore.
You think you're going to get to my belly core, dude? You would think
I'm
you
going to
could.
have to try. Are these 1 wounds or 2?
1 with the splits.
With the splits, so I'm definitely not reaching them.
Yeah, -1 to hit in both phases. They split on a 4+, 2 blues, 1 brimstone.
Alright, so I think I'll just pick them as my Oath target.
Oats on the pinks?
Yeah.
Okay, that helps for the -1.
What's your primary?
He's at 4.
4, yeah, I'm holding 1. Holding it strong.
Hold!
Alright, so let's do some movements. I'm going to advance those Wolf Guard.
Your assault terminators, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hi,
Yes,
we're back.
Yes, the whole thing, yes, every time. Alright,
Damn it.
here we go.
Let's pick up the building.
Well, Logan is right here at the corner.
Logan Grimyard. Well, you know where he's supposed to be, so it's not that bad.
Right there. 11 gets me right here. And you best believe he's getting every inch of that.
Whoa. Wow. Yeah.
Minus what?
I was going to say just... Yeah, you're good. Keep doing your thing. Enjoy your -2 to charge. Because, whew. Man, I miss the days when Bellacore had all the god keywords, because that would make him so good in this detachment. Like, he's good, but that would make him gross.
You know what I miss? Keen senses for the Space Wolves. Space Wolf players,
I still have nightmares
shout out.
still have nightmares about drop pods and things popping out and be like, keen senses. What's the armor cherub or ammo cherub?
Armor of Russ.
No, it was just popping the cherub on the long fangs and shooting twice with las cannons or grav cannons. And it was just like, oh, stop.
Oh, yeah, that was the old Long Fang leader. What was the Long Fang leader called, Den? He had
don't-
that
Pack
ability
leader?
that allowed him to shoot again.
Pack leader? You still allow us to shoot again?
No,
'cause
he
it was
had
specifically-
an item, though.
They had the cherubs. Or
Yeah, the cherub's just auto 6
last
a
edition?
roll. I don't think I
Last
used
edition, it was shoot
long
again.
fangs that much.
Right.
Last edition, it was shoot again, because they would drop out of a drop pod.
That's good.
Keen senses, so they're hitting on their modifiers, because back then heavy gave you a -1 to hit if you moved. And then it was just like bang, 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 bang. Everything you love is dead. And you're like, oh, I'm glad I saw that coming. Yeah, Space Wolves last edition were a menace. I'm glad you guys are losing all your cool models.
And this is documented on the internet exactly what kind of friend Rob is.
I lost a bunch of my Death Guard cool models too, so it's fine. We can all suffer together.
Just only move 10 inches because that's a pivot to squeeze in here.
How are they going to keep? Yeah, that's fine. How are we going to keep all or lose all of our cool models in every army and GW still stay afloat? Like, what are they going to do? Release new lieutenants for every army?
Losing Thunderwolves is rough. I think I don't
It's
think
not confirmed. Just going on,
it
on
would
the record.
if that happens, it would be rough. I think
Rough.
the losing of the sled of Logan's sled is a bad sign.
Because no one has that model. They don't even produce it.
Still, I still think it's a bad sign.
Well, the fact that they put wolves on your infantry's base, you know, it's a good sign, right? That there are still wolves on Fenris.
Dan was a bit, he's ahead of the pack there, man. He's got his own models with wolves on the base.
Just a few, yeah, I do. Like
Chaplains?
this guy right here.
Yeah.
Off the base. That'd be cool if they did that. I do have a chaplain on bike, quote unquote, that is actually, he's got a Thunderwolf next to him. Cool little conversion there. But ever since they made him only be able to lead bikes, Outriders, it's not really much use for him.
Whose finger was that?
I think I'm going to have to bring in Murderfang. I don't want to have to spend for a rapid ingress. You're going to make it so that he can only land somewhere uncomfy. You know?
What did you just say?
You want me to translate?
Yeah, no, please. Go.
No matter where. Okay, so over here you got your last cannons. Over there, all I would have to charge is some corn dogs, which I have no reason to do that.
And remember, I can pick up the last cannons too.
True. Actually, I don't really like anywhere where he can land. And they can't land in your deployment zone. I guess over here is fine, but if I... Yeah.
You're going to fail the charge anyway, so just roll it. And then get rolled next turn.
He's fine there. Okay, that's all my moves.
Top shelf Rob friendship right there.
I'm consistent,
Let's...
unlike some people.
I'm sorry, you said you're consistent?
Are you mic'd up right now?
I hope not. Oh.
Boom!
That's a bannable word.
That's 5 landmines. Anything that gets us demonetized is 5.
There's a couple on it. There's a couple on that one for sure.
Let's shoot.
Put it on the list. Own it. It's a swear jar.
So even if they died like to mortals and stuff, they always split? How does the splitting work?
Are you talking about like tank shocks and stuff?
Or like grenades?
Grenades specifically, no. I don't believe so.
It's
I think it's been a second since I've played Demons, so let me verify because I don't want to spit out bad gauge. Each time a horror model is destroyed after the attacking model has finished making its attacks. Grenade is not an attack.
Alright, I'll throw a grenade.
Denied.
From the Thunderwolves.
What?
How is that? Grenade.
6 dice. on
Grenades
fours.
is a John thing.
Yeah, that's a full dose. Yeah.
Hey. 2. Okay. When was it? It rolled? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. I'll go ahead and pull those 2. 2 pinks. Just kidding, I split.
Alright, so I feel like splitting would be a dumb, or shooting them now would be a dumb idea, because then you can split this way and really block that off. So,
If you do any shooting attacks at them, it's a bad idea.
right, so not going to do that. Let's shoot here into these corn dogs. You are within 18
Rapid
and within
feet.
12, so we're going to get all the rapid stuff. Here's the rapid Stormbolters on 3s.
Yep.
And 4s. Nothing. And then here's the Stubber on 3s. And 4s. 2.
There you go.
No idea.
5s. Block 1, fail 1, down to 1.
Cool. Murderfang, let's throw a heavy flamer at him.
Heavy.
3 shots.
Good heavy flamer.
Need 3s. 1. AP 1.
No AP.
Oh yeah, doesn't matter.
Your AP means nothing to me. Shot.
Let's shoot him up at Bellicor, Bjorn. Can only wait. The lone op thing is 18 inches or 12.
He's not doing lone up right now.
That's right. You did the reroll ones. So
And
I
the lone up wouldn't have mattered anyway. So gets it 18.
gotcha.
That's why we're going rerolls.
So I'm just shooting his Hellfrost cannon. I'm gonna shoot the focused version because that's the only one that reaches. Hitting on 2s. Hits. Strength 9. Toughness 12, right? Or 11.
On
Need a 5.
Bellicor's 10, I think.
Either way, didn't wound. Needed a
T11.
T11.
He went up.
Needed a 5. So we're moving into.
I'm going to do my
Charges.
reactive move.
Let's charge first with the Thunderwolves. No, let's try to get Bjorn out there. Bjorn is charging. Need an 8, looks like. And I'm using Logan's ability, so everything is getting rerolled charges.
That's a flat 9.
Got
That's a
it.
flat 11.
Bjorn.
Bjorn.
In there.
Bjorn. Oh, that was yours.
Thank you. And let's charge Logan and crew into just.
Let me think. Let me think. Is there a way? No, I can't. Yeah, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Cool, good. Couldn't remember if 32s were just over an inch or just under an inch.
Are you trying to heroic?
Yeah, just over an inch. Because then I just like tuck up there, you'd have to wrap around. It'd just be weird. But if you're charging Bellicor, I'm going to spend the 2 CP because of your aura to make him -2.
This might be dumb, but I think I might just charge the pinks and then try to pile into him.
I'm telling you to do whatever you want to do. I don't know how it would go, to be honest with you, because they are -1 to hit. And if they split, I'm going to
That doesn't matter to the Terminators. They are going to ignore hit mods.
Oh, nice. Oh, because
And I also get +1 to hit into Oath's targets.
yeah, so they might be in danger. Well, then, yeah, I'm not worried about Bjorn getting in there, so that's fine.
Right, but then if they clear the pinks,
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if they clear the pinks and Bjorn gets in there, I could probably kill Bjorn. That's actually not bad for me at all.
I'm going to charge the Thunderwolves first. Let's do that. Double 1
That's
with the
not it.
+1. Rerolling it for free. That's a 5 now.
Yeah, 5 probably gets you in.
Because the +1 from the Lord. Oh! The Lord's not in this group, so it's just a flat 4.
Flat-footed.
Oh man, that means I spent that CP incorrectly. Yeah,
Oh, so you have no CP right now.
yeah, let's do that. That makes it
Cool.
fair.
Balanced. Fair and balanced.
Yeah, my bad. I definitely used a captain ability in this group, and I don't have the captains.
You have the lieutenant with the...
I do have the lieutenant with the
Black
move, and yeah, the lieutenant has the Black Death. Okay, so these guys didn't charge. Let's go for a long bomb. Oh wait, I said I would charge Murderfang first. Let's try him. 9 rerolls. There it is, the 9.
Send it.
9. And then I don't have to move these.
I like it.
Okay, so you said you're doing the -2 there.
It depends on who you declare as a charge.
And if I charge both, I have to tag both.
If you can be, so you
And-
must.
That would be a
The problem is that
5.
there's so much space here is that you're not going to get all those attacks into him.
Yeah. So that's 5. Would need a 7.
And you have no CP anymore.
I'd still free reroll it because of Logan's ability.
Oh, so he gets it as well? He gets the captain one?
It's the whole army gets rerolls.
Oh, because this is his go turn.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. You
He got bumped a bit. He was on the objective too. No, Bellacore did.
Oh, is he off the objective? Oh, yeah, he was definitely on the objective.
I'm just gonna roll it real quick. I'm gonna tag him. I'm gonna charge him. Let's do it. You down to 1 CP?
No, I'll save it for the interrupt.
All right, so I just need a 5. There's
That's
the
why I don't
Bjorn.
spend that CP no more. You said just Bellacore?
No, I tagged them both.
Okay.
Just take here. This guy can jump around. Jump around.
Jump on it.
All right. We have interrupts, so I think the smart one is to go with the Wolfguard Terminators.
Okay.
And these guys are based. He's based there. Yeah, I guess I would have had to do this. Cape. The cape. All right. So those 5 are going into Bellacore, just 2 into the pinks. Let's see. I have 3 Wolfguard Terminators. With Thunderhammers. 1, 2, 3. You doing anything?
No, not for this part. This detachment doesn't have a whole lot of offensive strats, or defensive strats, sorry.
Okay, so these are the 3 Thunderhammers going into Bellacore.
Yep.
I haven't taken any damage, so I'm not getting any +1s to hit. No rerolls here.
No minuses either?
Minuses?
Yeah, I don't have any minuses for you.
Okay, good. Hardjack gives me stuff.
Hardjack
Ooh.
gives you stuff.
I'm going to do for free Epic Challenge with him. That's going to give me full rerolls to hit and wound into Bellacore. He just has that in his data sheet. He can do Epic Challenge for free, and it gives full rerolls to hit and wound.
Okay.
And then it's add 1 to the hit roll if the unit is below starting strength, which, okay.
I am
so not, and well, it's for me.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this. Thunderhammers on 4s.
Okay. 3s. T for strength.
Is 8.
So 5s.
Those are just 4 dev wounds.
Okay.
2 apiece.
4, I'm down to 16.
Let's do Logan next. 6 attacks. Oh, I do get full rerolls. How many did I miss there?
Why do you
Chat.
get free rolls on them?
It's the Logan ability. Gives rerolls to all the charge rolls and the hit rolls in the melee phase.
You rolled 4 or 5 to wound. I don't remember.
I rolled 4 to wound because I passed 2 and the other 2 failed.
Okay.
And it was 9 total. So I have 5 rolls
Sure. I don't know.
on 4s.
Okay.
And then 5s and 6s.
Cool.
Nothing. Okay. Can't change it.
Delay of game.
6 attacks from the big X on 2s. Rerolling. Cool. And strength is 8. Need 5s. Just 1.
No
That's
devs
not a
on
dev.
it. 4 up. Good.
Got it. Then here is Arjack, who never gets to swing this into an actual monster, so that's cool. 5 attacks on 2s with rerolls.
And a sustain.
And it's sustained. And then strength is 8, but it's anti-monster 2. with the 4 rerolls to hit and wound.
Still.
All right,
Okay.
cool. So that's 5 at your invul.
Force.
Those are 3 damage a pop for 9 damage.
I'm going to go ahead and spend the 2 CP because of to reroll one of these.
Okay.
Just because it's a 50-50. We're good. So I'll take 6. Okay.
He's down to what?
10. Because you did 4 earlier.
He has
20
16
wounds.
wounds. Oh,
20
20
wounds
wounds.
base.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, nice.
You got to glow up.
Very good. All right, so here, that's it into him. So let's do the other 2 Thunder Hammers into these pinks. On 4s. Rerolls.
And that's with the -1.
5s, rerolls.
Cool. Yeah, that works.
Need 6s for lethal, or for fun stuff, devs, and then that's 1 more. Just 1 roll. 2 damage.
All right, so 2 die. Is that the last of their attacks?
Yes.
So 2 have died on a 4-up. Neither explode.
Pew pew.
Next.
Let's do...
Actually, I should have just let him take those wounds because he would have healed them back anyway. Whoops.
It's only going to be these 4 swinging.
Yep. Still -1
These guys
because I'm
just
tzeentch.
bumping out.
I'm bumping up.
I don't want the world to know. These 2 are characters, so let's just swing the 2 Thunderwolves first. These are heirloom weapons. Swing on 4s because of your hate
-1.
aura with rerolls. Everything's going to have rerolls to it.
Nice
None
reroll.
of that.
Put 3 sustain.
Those are 3 sustained and 3 lethals because of the battle leader. Strength is 5, so we
Threes.
need 3s. No reroll there. That is 6.
Okay. 4-ups. Start making any of these. That'd be sick. All right, so 5 are dead so far?
Yeah, 2 damage.
Yeah. No, damage doesn't matter for these guys.
And then 1, 2. These are hitting on 4s. Actually, I could roll these all at the same time, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I forgot the teeth and claws here are going to be dev wounds on the charge. So here's -1 to hit. These normally hit on 4s, so they go up to 5s now. That is 4 lethals, 4 sustained. Looking for 3s, 6s are devs. No rerolls.
Oh, they're just dead. There's just
Okay.
1 model left. Yeah, not getting any saves on that unit hurts.
And if I wipe them, they don't explode?
No. Yeah, that's why I needed to make literally any saves, and I didn't.
So no exploding.
No.
So that's dead.
You're outside of pile-in range for him.
Yeah. And I don't have CP for anything fancy, so I'm just going to move the 3 inches towards the center. Murder Fang. 8 attacks on 3s, full rerolls. 3 sustained. Strength 14, so looking for 2s.
Okay. What do we got?
That is 7. Flat 3 damage.
5s. They're dead. Barely. Barely. Ooh, barely. Because they're 2 damage a pack. That's 2 units for you so far. Okay. Over to me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bellacore is going to go ahead and stab some Terminators. We're going to go ahead and just go for the strike. So he's automatically going to pass his packs as he does for the sustain. So 7 attacks here, hitting on 2s, wounding you on 2s, dev wounds. Rerolling 1s to hit for his aura. Damn. And then 2s. All right, so 1 dev and 4 invulns on the Terminator unit.
4 in bones, looking for 4-ups. 1 goes through.
right.
Damage.
D6 plus 1. So dead bro.
Oh,
All right, so that was 6 and then 7.
6 on the first one. Dead. 7 on the next one.
7 on the next one.
Dead.
Okay.
2 dead bros. Let's take out you and you.
Okay.
That's it for me. Engage on all fronts. Nothing.
All right.
So I'm going to turn that one in for a CP, and then I did get Secure No Man's Land
For 5.
for 5.
Yep. We have traded.
So I'm going up to 2 CP at the start of your turn.
I will go to 2 CP as well.
Oh, and kill stuff?
He got kill, I got kill more.
Yes. Because I...
Because I killed 4 and you killed 2.
Yeah, you killed 4 for sure.
Yep, so that was good for that. So that's the bottom of 2.
Bottom of 2.
Bottom of 2, going to 3.
And you're just holding for 4.
Yeah, because we hold the same effectively.
No.
Oh, no, yeah, because these guys are all big OC. But okay. Sweet. So I get 4 for my primary. I go up to 2. Let's look at this, and then I'll do his auras and stuff, because you're going to owe me some battle shocks, potentially. Mark for death. Mark the deaths.
Infiltrators. It's already a new turn, so you can't pick anything up. Infiltrators.
I forgot to pick those guys up, damn it.
Blade Guard.
I did say I was going to pick those guys up, so you mind if I just...
Is that a CP?
Yeah, that was a CP in the bottom of your turn. I did say I was going to do it.
That just sucks for Marked for Death now. Yeah, I'll pick the
Well, I still can't kill
Infiltrators.
them with blast cannons. I have nothing that can touch them.
Yeah, but now he's screwed.
Well, that was the whole point. That's why I said I was going to pick them up.
All right, yeah, Blade Guard, Infiltrators, and let's do the Thunderwolves. Because that's a big unit. I don't know. If
Yeah, I'm
you
not
can
going to put
take out
4 las cannons into literally anything other than him anyway, so you're fine there. Okay, so I am down to 1 CP here. I'm not going to be able to use a whole lot of CP because he's right in the middle where I'm going to want to spend CP. I'm going to try and kill them on the charge with those guys. Your heroics don't really matter at that point. I'm going to hold on to it just because I can farm some CP here. I'm doing okay on the scoring wise because I'm getting a lot of kills. And then bring it down. So, cool. So that makes me feel a little bit better about the drug deal. But Mark for Death is out of pocket here. It's not happening. Okay. Sweet. As far as auras go, in the battle shot stack of your opponent's command phase, so my Pall of Despair doesn't really matter because I need you to be big dead.
Bro, it is so hot in here.
It is filthy hot in here, actually. You know what? No, I'm going to do it because in your command phase, if anything's wounded at all, you're going to take battle shocks, and if you fail, I heal. So we're going to do that with Be'lakor. So we're going to go for the -1. Sorry, for the Pall of Despair aura. So I have no buffs effectively right now. I just have debuffs. But that'll be in your command phase. Outside of that, we just have shenanigans, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I got 4 points for holding, and we're moving on. This goes down to 0. All right. Got the Bloodthirster to bring in. All right, so your Mark for Death was 1, 2, 3.
No. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, I heard wolves. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so these guys need to shoot him in the face. He doesn't have a reactive move, right?
Nope.
Is there anything in that building right now?
No.
Okay. I can advance and charge with Corn full free, so it doesn't hurt to not charge with or advance with them. 3. So they move 15. And it's actually, it gives them advanced shoot and charge, which is pretty sick. It's a very strong core rule for them. I've always been kind of butthurt that Slaanesh lost all of those rules and Khorne picked them up. But then if you play Marcus Slaanesh with CSM, they get advance and charge, so big sad. Big sag. Let's go try and defend Be'lakor a little bit here. We'll take the...
Well, that was fun. For one HDMI cable, I had to change 7 of the different settings.
Well, thank you for your technical expertise, Luke, in saving the stream.
Dude,
Though I would have been okay with
I'm
going
so
home.
useless when it comes to that stuff.
I don't even know how to HD or MI.
Wait, what?
Alright, so we'll put the Legionnaires here off the wall just to hold this objective and do their job. Kind of a pricey objective holder, but they are dangerous.
All right, take your time. I'm going to get me some water.
Alright, I'm done. Do you have anything else in reserve?
No, everything's out.
You're out in the open. Beast and Nurgle's gonna keep Big chilling because he's scared. Bring it down. Bring it down. I almost want to shoot Bjorn, to be honest with you, but Murderfang hurts you too. Bjorn halves damage?
Halves incoming damage and has a 5-up Feel No Pain instead.
God, what a prick.
He's cool.
Who's a hoe? Yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and drop these guys back here as far away as possible. I'm still holding line of sight.
You'd be all the way in the corner if you want. There's 72-inch range.
I just wanted to for
line of sight, you got it, and cover doesn't matter.
yeah. Cool.
Or I guess it kind of does, because a 2-up and a 3-up save would put me at
Well, it's minus
4s.
3. You have a 4-up side anyway, right?
No, he just has a 2-up.
Oh, okay.
So it would put me on 4-ups with cover.
I'll have to use the strat for. I have the strat in the shooting phase for ignoring cover, potentially. Or do I? Yeah, because it's 1 CP and they have to come out of reserve that turn. So specifically for stuff like this. And then the Bloodthirster. The Bloodthirster. Bloodthirster. Bloodthirster is just gonna have to get stuck in. He needs to come over here and start helping out. Take that stick, just to make sure we don't have any confliction over here. No.
Yeah, you're good.
So we'll go oval base right there. That's a 9. I have no way to modify that I'm aware of. But you do have the react move if I shoot at you.
Yes.
And then you could get in engagement range of other units, or just
The
one?
closest enemy unit.
Cool, okay. So we're not gonna do that. But I can shoot at Bjorn with the Flamer if I really wanted to take a wound off. Okay, I think that's it. Everything else is dead or on the table. Those guys aren't a unit. Those guys came in from reserve. Yep, I only had the 2 units in reserve to start the game. All right, so go into the shooting phase. Be'lakor was at 10, so he didn't need a battle shock. So I couldn't heal him if I wanted to. Everybody else is at full wounds. That was alive. Okay, so Be'lakor, we can start with his shooting. Actually, we're going to start with the Havocs. Just shoot there. Let's go for their.
Wait, are you going to spend it?
Oh, for the yeah. Because I can't spend anything over there anyway.
Armor of Contempt.
No. That's still the same effects.
It'll stack then, right?
Yeah, because you're ignoring cover, so you would have been +1. So -2, you're a 2-up, so 4s. Yeah. So they're Dark Pacts. We fail. For 1. There you go.
Didn't he already have 1 wound from the last Dark Pact?
Oh, yeah,
That's
yeah.
why that wound counter was there.
Yep. They don't have 3 wounds a pop. That makes more sense to me. Okay. Cool. So then
They are T5 though, right? Aren't they like weirdly tough?
they are T5. And do they shoot before the Dark Pact or after? Did they die after?
After. That's
So they
that's
shoot and then
no. They shoot after the Dark Pact, so you still lose. You lose the shooting. They nerfed that. They nerfed Dark Pact, so it has to happen before the shooting.
Gotcha. Okay, so one selected to shoot. Okay, because it doesn't list it on this side anymore for me. So, all right, so I got the 3 shots here on 3s. Ignoring all modifiers to the ballistic skill, which you do not have. Sweet. All right, so on 3s, looking for 6s. Nothing. No rerolls for me. On 3s, 1 invul. Or 1
Yeah,
for
each time a unit is with this ability is selected to shoot or fight, you can make a Dark Pact. If it does, it must first take a leadership test before any effects of the Dark Pact are resolved. If that test has failed, the unit suffers D3 wounds. Then select one of the following abilities. There.
Okay.
1.
Yep.
On a 4, we're good.
Balls. Okay.
What's going on, Muzzbuzz? Great to see you. Celebrating 4 months as a member. I'm pretty sure it's longer. That's just what his thing said. Great to see you, Muzzbuzz.
Then it's
Muzzbuzz
not
says,
longer.
morning, gents in Australia, at least. How do you rate Shadow Legion? I love it with the corn. I know. And tzeentch one's just behind. What do you think of that, Rob? How do you think of Shadow Legion?
I think Shadow Legion is phenomenal. It makes every Chaos God respectively stronger for its. The tzeentch one's kind of sus because you can't be overwatched, which is only good if you're playing John. But
Even me with a Land Raider, I'd roll double 1s with that.
yeah,
Flamestorm
yeah,
cannons.
it's fair. So I mean, there are places where it's relevant, but it's really hit and miss. But yeah, I mean, Nurglings, we saw it earlier, -1 to wound all over the place, right? That was super nice.
Yeah.
And
That
then
was
advance and charge
rough.
with corn is phenomenal. Like there's a lot that goes on with it.
You do have to future-proof the list though, because with 9-body Nurgling units going away.
Well, that might just be as the allies in the Death Guard book, right? Because they've already said that they're not releasing a Chaos Daemons Codex, so there's no changes outside of a data slate coming in 3 months.
I see. So you got some time.
Got some time.
You guys might catch a touch of background noise this evening. We had to open up the studio door,
Yeah,
let
man.
some cool air in here. We don't want Dan to fully waste away tonight.
But let us know in chat if it's too disruptive,
I don't care.
because I'll take some heat. I'd rather avoid the audio issues.
I don't want to tell you how hot it is in here. All right, Be'lakor, we're just going to go ahead and shoot the Terminators. I would consider shooting him, but it doesn't do anything for me because I can't kill him. I'd be winning you on 5s anyway. So we're going to go here. I'm going to go ahead and take the sustains because I have dev wounds on this gun. And he auto passes his Dark Pact.
Nice.
So on 3s, because I'm shooting into my own combat, or shooting into combat effectively. So 3s with no rerolls anymore because I did the other aura,
But sustain.
but sustained.
Okay.
Sustained.
Yep.
Boom, roasted.
T5.
So that would be winning you on 3s, looking for devs. No rerolls. All right, so you got 5 invulns because of the AP and 2 dev. 1 damage a pop.
It goes to AP3,
Yes.
or even at AP2. That puts me on.
Yeah,
Rainbow.
no matter
So
what
I
you're-
need 5 4-ups. How much damage are these?
1 a pop. So kills 1
So-
and puts 1 on 1.
Well, these are 5 Feel No Pain.
Oh, feeling pains. Yeah.
So
Kills
one's
1
dead.
puts 1 on 1. Are they 4 wounds a pop?
They're 4 wounds with the Thunder Hammer.
Oh,
It gives them an
the
extra
shield. Yeah. I forgot about that entirely.
I'll just take him.
Okay, but I did kill a guy, so that's fine.
matter anymore.
Hazardous. It's takes 3. Okay. They're gonna do a charge. He's gonna do a charge into the Thunderwolves potentially. They're gonna do a charge for the Mortals. They're gonna charge. That's all my shooting. We're just gonna get stuck in. So let's look at. Excuse me. This one is an auto charge because I'm within 2. So let's do corn dogs onto regular dogs, which is what the whole point of our shit talking in chat was, for 6. I got $1 says my dogs beat your dogs.
I'm not betting that. That's a losing bet. Let's wait a few months and then we'll go dog versus dog.
Pretty sure you mean dog versus glizzy.
Glizzy versus wolf.
Blizz wolf. Yeah.
Yeah, wolf down those glizzies.
Whoa, brother.
Hey, yo.
Hey. Cool. Let's go ahead and we'll try and get the Bloodthirster in. He doesn't have any rerolls. This is going to be a straight 9. Yep. Nope.
Do it.
I mean, I've got a million things to do here. So we'll go with these guys first. 6. He's going to move his dice back here. Go there to block myself out. Make it look super cool.
Didn't have to base. Did you go through the wall there?
I don't know if I can. Oh wait, that's not
Yeah.
part of your base. That's your. I mean, you might have been able to get 1 through. It's just weird because your cape is literally going to push my model out of the way. So we're gonna have to stack a little bit there. Okay. Heroic is 1 CP or 2 CP?
1.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do a multi-charge here. You've got Arjack and 2 Terminators and.
If you multi-charge, you can still only pick 1 unit to do the mortals into, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but then you can't get that and get your
Bonuses to
bonuses
damage.
and all that stuff.
Yeah, it matters for sure.
Yeah, so we're gonna go multi-charge those 2 units because the Bloodthirster didn't make it in, and I'm right next to both. But we're gonna look for the distance here. Get neither, so I get +1 because of the banner, or the instrument. Sorry.
Cool.
So I get 5. 5, 5, 5. 5 by 5.
It's in the pot.
It's very hot in here. It's getting hot in here.
You know what movie that's from? It's in the pot. 5 by 5.
Aliens.
Nice.
2?
You said it right. Aliens.
Oh, yeah.
You
Aliens,
got
aliens,
it.
Yeah.
Subconsciously, you knew it.
I was like, that's the one that doesn't do it the proper.
Also, the Valkyries in StarCraft 2 say it.
Yeah. Well,
Or-
you specifically said movies, which.
Not StarCraft 2. StarCraft. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Brood War, because the Valkyries were from the expansion.
The medic ships. The Valkyries didn't.
I think you're right.
Oh, I am 100. That's one of the things that I will claim hard.
I will confer to your judgments.
And we'll go ahead and pile them this way, because flock, dude. Flock it.
I don't think I could heroic with Bjorn, because I'm locked in there with the base.
I mean, even if you did, it's not going to do much for me.
Yeah, I don't think he'd... Well, I guess he could fit there, right? Because I can move through my own stuff.
Yeah.
Same size base. Yeah, let's do that. What does that do for me? Literally nothing other than give me more attacks back into you. Yeah, let's do it. Spend it. Need a short charge there. Yeah. Just plop him right over.
Let's go my mortals. You're going to lose all your benefits if you're not leading a unit for Arjack.
Yes.
And then the Thunderwolves, you're going to be stacking kind of weird and splitting a bunch of attacks. And the Bloodcrushers are actually a lot more defensive now than before, so let's go ahead and drop the Mortals into Arjack's unit, try and pick up those last 2 Terminators. All right, on 4s. Got 3 this time. D3 each. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can't kill both Terminators. because you got a million wounds.
6s. Oof. So take one out and puts one on.
But you can't heroic one. Right, you only have one CP, or you have no CP.
No CP.
So you can't heroic, period.
No interrupt.
Interrupt, yeah, sorry. That's all my charges, right? Because we charged over there. Legionnaires are chilling for the counterplay next turn into dudes.
I think so, yeah.
Cool. All right. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. All right. How do I want to start this? I'm going to start with the dogs here to try and pick up that
The one
Terminator.
dude, yep.
I do get some benefits. No, because we're going to be outside of range here if I move anybody, right? So we're in 6 now. I might not move because then I can fight through his base. Yes, we're actually going to have pretty good, or +1 to hit from those guys. So we'll go to the Flesh Hounds here. 3 attacks each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I forgot that these guys get free Epidani, like scouts. My bad. All right. So hitting you on 3s, no rerolls. Not bad, not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad, not bad. And then winning you on your
Fives?
what?
T5.
Your T5. So I'm strength 5, so force. Ooh. Yeah, no, dogs are good.
Nice.
very
Did they get a +1 strength on the charge or something?
No. 2. And I have no rerolls to wounds. Yeah, 2 minus 1.
Need 3s. We're good.
Bitch. Okay. Alright, yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and fight with these guys now. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts. These 2, 3, we'll do these 4 because of the date. Oh, we'll go ahead and, here, we'll make it super official. These 4 will go into this unit. These 2 will just go ahead and start chipping down the wolves.
Okay.
I do not have the CP for the lance on the swords or the extra AP, but I'm putting you on your invulns with all my attacks anyway for the swords. All right, so we'll start with the bladed horns. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is into the Terminator unit. On 3s, because I get +1 to hits.
That's from the Bloodthirster?
Yep. And these are lance, so I'm winning you on 2s because I'm strength 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, minus 1. 1 damage.
Bunch of 3s.
Oh, nope.
He's dead. So these I'm going to put on Arjak.
Okay.
He takes off 4. I think he has 5 wounds.
Really? I would imagine he'd be 6. He's a Terminator character. Even if he is old. Why don't you just go into command bunker? Do you read?
I was looking up your the Dark Pact, so that's on
Oh,
me.
you're on the wrong thing. Okay.
I said Arjak has 6 wounds. He took 4. He's down to 2.
That checks out. All right, and then this is the Hellblades on 2s. Everything hits. Oops. And then on T5, yep. So on
T5,
4s.
yeah.
On 4s. No rerolls. 2 invulns. Minus 2. 2 damage a pop.
Good.
Okay, and then the 2 into the dogs. We'll do their attacks here. 1 miss. Your T6 something? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, so 5s. Okay, 2 minus 2. 2 damage.
1's on 2.
Okay. And then the extra attacks here on 3s because of the +1. And this is the one with lance, strength 6 base, so on 3s. No dev wounds anymore, so 4 minus 1.
Need 4s. Damage.
1 each.
Need 6s. Kills him.
Cool. Yeah, the dev wounds would have been nice, just but that requires the character, and he's a pricey boy. All right, let's go over to them dogs. 1,
Can I pet that
2,
dog?
3. They're gonna pet your dogs. 4, 5. On 3s.
I'm sure you want to pile in because you want to pile into the.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump on the objective afterwards. Oh, maybe not. Yep, no, it's not working out. And then 3s. All right, you got 4 -1.
It cuts.
Damage. 1 each for your thing.
Did it.
Yep, it's all 4.
It looks like you must go into engagement range with me.
How much OC do you have? Oh, these are battle line, yeah.
They're
you
not.
have, so you have 2? I have 2?
Yeah.
So I can just stay and contest it.
Yeah, looks like it.
Okay, yeah, we'll just contest. Because it doesn't really technically matter. You're just not making sure you don't get more somehow without me doing it.
And I can't use Saga of the Majesty over there unless I have a character, so we're stuck. Fightbacks?
Fightbacks.
Bellicor has not fought, so I have to swing with what can swing at him first, which is going to be Arjak. Because I'm going to use the free stratagem again to hit him, because it is a new battle round, or a new, turn, so I could do that again. So let's do that.
Yeah, because this is top of 3 now. Yep.
So, 2 attacks, or sorry, 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. Yeah, that's while this model is leading a unit. So hitting on 2s, no more rerolls, but I do have the sustained. So let's see it. Not quite.
Ew.
Oh wait, full rerolls to hit and wound because of the epic challenge.
Okay.
Love that. This is anti-monster 2s with rerolls. There is your 6 invul.
Damage?
Flat 3.
Okay. Bellicor's dead. Do I explode? I do not. So I do not have the CP for the strats.
That is another saga. Saga of the wolf, or the beast slayer now. So now Bellicor doesn't fight, so now I'm going to switch to Logan.
Yep.
Logan's going to put everything into those Doge corn dogs. Let's do the. How many wounds are they each?
On the corn dogs are 2.
They're 2 each, so I'll do the axe. It's either 10 or 6 attacks. Yeah, I'll do the strike, 2-handed. On 2s. There's a 6. Strength is 8, so 2s. Those aren't devs, but it is 6. Flat 3 damage.
5 ups. Nope, they're all dead.
And that's going to give me a CP.
I need to start making some saves in this game. Okay. Continue on.
Dogs. So pretty much squeeze him in there. And he'll come over here. And he'll come over here. He's not fighting. That's my Herald Deathwolf. This is my other character, so let's do 5 heirloom weapons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any minuses here?
Nope.
Hitting on 3s, no rerolls.
4 sustain.
And lethals.
Yep. And strength what?
Strength is 5.
So on 5s.
5s. Nice roll. Oop.
Yep.
That is 4, 8, 11. AP 1, 1 damage. So not too scary.
Alright, so on 4s. Yeah, still not making saves. Alright, so 1.5. Effectively, 1 3/4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the teeth and claws. I'll do the battle leader at the same time because it's all the same profile. Hitting on 4s. With 6 sustained, or lethal and sustained. Strength 5 again, so need 5s. 2 more.
All right, so 8 total. AP.
AP 1, 1 damage.
Okay, 4s again. So kills and a half. Kills.
Last
Oh, that's your guess.
is
Sorry, my bad.
the Wolfguard battle leader. He has 4 attacks on 3s. No rerolls, but that is 2 lethals and 2 sustained. Strength 8, so I need 3s. That is 3 saves and then 1 dev wound for 2.
AP.
2 AP 2.
Okay, so it irrelevant actually on the corn stuff.
Oh,
sorry.
okay, they have armor.
Yep. So nope.
That's 2 damage apiece because it's a Thunderhammer.
So it takes 4. Takes 8.
8 total.
So dead and a half. Yep.
Are they 3 wounds each?
No, they're 4 wounds a pop. I had a guy in 2 already.
Gotcha. All right, you kept Bjorn in there, so he's going to swing now.
There was no way to get Bjorn out. Trust me, I looked at it.
He said, say my name. Hitting on 2s, lethal hits. No rerolls. Those are sustained and lethal. Strength is 12, 2s. 5. AP 2.
4. 5 ups. Damage?
3 damage.
Right.
No point in tagging him, so we're just hanging out. And we're still engaged, right? Looks like we're within an inch there.
Yeah, because there was one here and here. Yep, so that should be engaged.
All right, big turn.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's game.
That was
I have 3 models left.
devastating, dude.
Yeah, I didn't make any saves that were relevant.
That was
so yeah, this is game.
insane.
That's it.
So that's the end.
Man, Thunderwolves. And before you ask, MVP Murderfang. He took out 3 dogs.
Well, all right, that dog in you. Really brought it home for you here. So let's talk about this game. One of our earliest finishes, I will say, all you Daemon fans out there, just know that sometimes everybody has a bad day. Let's start with your bad day, Rob. You mentioned saves being a little bit on the poor side here. Let's eschew that information for a moment. Let's discuss tactics. What are some things that happened here in the game that you could have prevented or maybe done differently?
So we're going to talk about saves because it's relevant to the defensive tactics.
Especially
So,
with the pinks in the center.
Yeah, so part of this wasn't supposed to happen. I didn't make any saves on the pinks with the -1 to hit, and then on the 4-up involves. I didn't make any.
Okay.
So I lost that entire unit without a single attempt at a split. Or no, so I had 1 attempt at a split.
And
initially.
it was, I think, 3 rolls and yeah.
It was 2. Yeah, so out of 2 out of 10.
Rough rolls for sure.
And again, still no saves there. But so that screen was built to prevent this from happening. And then I gave up on this side earlier. I sent out 1 unit of dogs, and then I focused on this side, right? I didn't do rapid ingress in the top of your movement phase like I should have last turn because I was supposed to bring the Bloodthirster in immediately after.
Right.
So I forgot to do it, and I just said, screw it. Like we're already way past it. But he should have been in the fight this turn effectively because he would have moved 12,
Made that
advance and charge.
yeah.
Right.
So he should have been in the fight and would have helped shore up Be'lakor here. Be'lakor was going to be a pressure point, and I was going to collapse on it. But then I whiffed with the cavalry unit. I whiffed with Be'lakor and his fight. I whiffed in the shooting phase to whittle down the Terminators, and then I didn't make any saves. Like, we don't always blame saves as much as possible, but my defensive pivot was about saves. My whole army saves on 4s.
Yeah, demons have the save on 4s sort of idea to them, and so it does kind of encourage you to gamble with those saves a bit more, knowing they're never going to be less than 4. So that definitely checks out, and sometimes that gamble will come up short. How did you feel about list composition? Did it have all the tools that you needed, assuming your saves hit their averages?
Yeah, I didn't have any real major problems with it. Legionnaires, I didn't get a chance to use. I used that unit of Legionnaires to screen out the Blood Crushers as a bait for Ragnar's unit, because I knew he was going to come out. And because I kept Assassinate, so I knew he was going to bring him out to score his Saga. So it was kind of trading points for value there. And then I had that unit there as well, but that unit should have been there to support Be'lakor in the next turn, assuming he had survived, because then I could have shown what the Legionnaires could do with their, effectively getting packs in a Demon's detachment and so forth. As far as assets go, like the Havocs, they killed an Impulsor, then they whiffed entirely over here, but that was just asset number. Chain Cannons wouldn't have really done anything for me there, and I don't believe in auto cannons on Havocs. It's not a thing that I'm really all that impressed with.
Especially not into Space Marines.
No, it's just the AP doesn't help at all. So yeah, I mean, I don't. As far as list comp goes, I mean, Hero Hammer, Space Wolf Hero Hammer is a different SKU in itself.
Right.
Because you have Space Wolf Hero Hammer has access to literally every special rule.
Yeah.
Every special rule.
I don't have to worry about sagas too much because I can just pop lieutenants in all my
It's
my
on their
things.
data sheets.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and even so, a lot of your sagas, having all of those heroes that are out there that, hey, they might be the one that survives on low wounds, or they might be the one that brings down a monster. Right. You have a lot of different tools to activate those sagas with. So let's kick it over to you. Well, first of all, MVP. All right, over to you, Dan.
Dogs.
Dogs?
Dogs.
I think the dogs or the Nurglings maybe even.
And Nurglings did fine. Nurglings did their job. They kept you back for 2 turns.
So over to you. Very hero-heavy list you built here this evening. How did it feel?
Exactly how you expect it to feel. The heroes did their jobs, except for Murderfang, but he needed a little bit of time to get into the mix. But I really think, just to jump ahead, the MVP are those Terminators. The last 2 games, they have been absolute powerhouses. If you rapid ingress them 9 inches away, and you have access to Warriorborn already, that it means that's just 1 CP to advance and charge them. And then I got hot rolls there and rolled a 6, so I was able to really close the distance there.
Yeah, that 6 was hot.
Which was huge for me. Being able to make sure I got in with Be'lakor in that turn that he was trying to protect them was definitely huge. Arjak is my MVP of the game, being able to get the free stratagem for Epic Challenge, and with the full rolls to hit and wound. Logan as well, both of them together. I just hope their data sheets continue to look strong into the next edition, because right now they're powerhouses that I haven't used much of, and I think it's just my own personal theory is that the Thunderwolves unfortunately might be going away. That's still just a theory. They could surprise us next reveal and show us some brand new Thunderwolves, but with Logan getting off the sleigh and the 2 dogs that used to pull him are now on his base, I think that might be they might be going the way of the I almost said dodo, but we'll go with the Tasmanian tiger. It's a little closer.
Of course we would.
Extinct carnivore.
I'll just point out, they took the con off his bike, right? So, like, characters losing vehicles is not that uncommon.
But they didn't have, like, special bikes that they kept,
Well, they did have special bikes. They're furry and wolven. They're like,
no,
that's a pretty special bike.
White Scars don't have
Kasoro
special
Khan
bikes.
and all the characters lost their bikes, like the Khan on bike and Kasoro Khan lost his bike. So I'm just talking about that.
You also had, shout out White Scars. They had the flying bike was one of their enhancements they could take, which was
that was insane.
That was pretty sick. That Smash Captain was gross.
But yeah, Bjorn as well, just buggering up the center and having that 12-inch aura for increasing CP, which definitely forced his hand. Everything worked out in my favor, especially rolls. We can't discount that. Sometimes it just swings heavily. Yeah.
Hey, Luke, did you test the credit rolls scene by chance?
I've already fixed all that,
Excellent.
Luke is
well,
a
we can go ahead and
master
jump
already
right
on the
into that. Who is our floor dice winner this evening? Or loser?
So we had 1 landmine left. It was the first to split a pink horde.
You get,
Sorry.
But we got a tie between you two.
Between us two.
Yeah, you said something that you got.
The demonetized penalty.
Oh yeah. I didn't second that. So
Yeah,
that was just
it was
trash
everybody,
talk.
everybody got it.
And then who is supposed to win according to our champion poll?
Damn.
Dan was. Well, Rob, looks like the hot seat is yours once again, sir.
This whole place is a hot seat. Yeah.
And it's all yours, sir.
Literally sweat.
It is all for you. Guys, here are your credits. Thank you so much for tuning in, hanging out with us tonight.
I can't even see. Everything's in the way.
Step this way. Jesus, you're
It's my spot. I still can't see it. All right, so we'll go ahead and... All right, so Treachery, Moonlit and RB Ravens, Jason Langer, White Chocolate, Big Papa. All right, but for the Gobos, we got Grotworks, Jim Carney, rest in pieces. Bourbon Chicken, Sean, Cesar, Scissor, Sanchez, Eric, Hobgob Rob in the house. Grotzky's, Dastardly DM, Evil Knievel, BJ. We got Jay Hoon, Iron Soul, Papa Nurgle, represent in the house. Tofu Bolt, disgusting, get out of my face.
Jerker
Rodolfo, Lord Maches does stuff.
Guys, we totally forgot to do a vibe, so we're going to take it all from the top, start entirely over. Just kidding. Thank you guys for coming out, hanging out with us here on this fantastic Wednesday. This is our last Wednesday for a short bit. We're going to be focusing our streams on Saturday and Sunday for the foreseeable future. We definitely hope to catch you there. We've got a live one for you this Saturday, and definitely hope to see you guys out there. Thanks again for all the support, and we'll see you next time. Catchphrase?